Hey there, Subby. I am Liky Iky, and join me as we look for small channels to help them grow. Today's channel is YT64 Studios. As the time recording, this channel only has 500 subscribers. And let's check what they have to say here. Retro videos with honest and particular YouTube advice. Alright, sounds pretty good to me. They have 37 videos. And today's video we'll be watching is, why not just go with the first one there, guy?
Does this just feel wrong to anybody else? Wake up, work, exhausted, repeat. Wake up, work, exhausted, repeat. Waiting for the weekends. Can't wait for those 2 days off. Actually, it's 1 day off. Sunday you have dread going into Monday. Oh my God.
You know what? He brings up an excellent point right there. Like, they give you Saturday and Sunday off, but he's right. Sunday, you just dread the next day. Not to mention you can't stay up that night or anything like that, because you gotta be up and ready for work there, guy. It's crazy.
I have to mentally prepare to go in on Monday. Oh, I'll retire at 65 and then I'll start living my life when you can barely walk, when you can barely move, when you can't stand the thought of getting on an airplane and sitting in an airplane seat for over an hour. Really? You're going to start living at 65 when all the illnesses come, when all the diseases come, when your body starts to shut down.
That's another excellent point right there, yeah. You retire at such an old age to do what? At that time, you're so used to being a workhorse that even when you retire, you're like, hey, I need to find something else to do there, guy. Plus you have all these illnesses and everything else. Doctors start feeding you pills. Your dinner starts looking like pills. Your supper's pills. You eat your breakfast, your pills. It's like, hey, you ever seen that show, or you ever seen that movie, Grandma's Boy? Where that one lady, literally when they're sitting at the dinner table, it's nothing but a pile of pills on a plate? Yep, that's what we all have to look forward to. Woohoo! And then where does all your retirement money go? That's right there, guy. It goes to medical pills.
Because we all know that most people over the age of 30 or 40, I don't know the facts, but not a lot of people keep up with themselves, if you know what I mean, in this country. A lot of people let themselves go after 30. And after 40, if you are a male in peak muscular form, you are an anomaly. Now, the rat race, whatever, insert metaphor here, the Matrix.
My little things are all messed up.
A lot of people let themselves go after 30. And after 40, if you are a male in peak muscular form, you are an anomaly. Now, am I going to sit here and say, hey guys, the answer to escaping the rat race is just starting a YouTube channel? Yes, I am going to say that. But am I going to believe that it's the answer for everyone? Absolutely not. Because guys, guess what? We're all not going to make it. And I know that that's not popular to say.
Not only that there, guy, but not everybody wants to do YouTube, you know? Like, some of us just want to go and do meaningless work and get paid, go home, not have to worry about fame or anything else. Kind of just like working in the shadows. That's becoming harder and harder to do there. It's like they all want us to be YouTubers or streamers now there, guy. Kind of sad, guy.
Popular thing to say is, hey guys, we all can make it. You know, everybody's going to make it. Just start a YouTube channel, start a side hustle. Boom. You're going to be able to replace your full-time income with some nice supplemental income. And sooner or later, you'll be able to do this as a full-time career. And no, I'm telling you, no, that is not guaranteed. The long road will be hard and strenuous and full of anxiety and fear and doubt and all that stuff. But I'm telling you, if it works out, you may be able to escape the rat race. And what exactly is the rat race? Does anybody just
it's
feel
9 to 5.
like we're all just running in circles? Guys, I'm not anti-work, but I do think a lot of us feel trapped. I'm actually pro-work, but I'm pro-work that will actually buy back your time. Because right now, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, you are surviving, and you will be surviving for the rest of your life and giving up so much of your spirit, so much of your life force to corporations, to whoever you work for. I'm pro-work. I'm work that rewards you exponentially in terms of how much you make compared to how much work you're putting in. A job that will allow you to exponentially grow in revenue so that you can take months off, take weeks off, and you can buy back your freedom. A lot of
I agree with that. I know somebody right now that he works 5 days a week, construction worker. Yet his boss calls him all the time. Weekends, off time, everything. Does he get paid the extra for that? Hell no, he does not. He does not get paid whatsoever for the time his boss calls him bitches about something. Just blah 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 blah. And then he even has a hard time going, hey guy, what? You want gas money for travel? Come on, guy, you can't do that there, guy. Gas time for travel? That's evil. It's just, the world's just kind of messed up. Anyway, shall we continue?
people aren't building a life. They're just maintaining the one that they have. You're running hard, but where are you actually going? What are you building? You're not going anywhere. You're on a freaking hamster wheel. The rat race, whatever. Insert metaphor here, the matrix. Guys, the math is brutal. Most jobs have linear income. There's a ceiling there that you will not be able to break. No matter how many promotions you get, that 25 cents raise is not going to buy back your time.
25 cents raise.
Something like YouTube. You guys might think it's silly. Oh, YouTube. You want me to start up a silly little YouTube channel? Well, let me tell you what YouTube channels really are. They are actually a small business. They are a way for you to put in work, blood, sweat, and tears and to build something of your own. Yes, it's on a rented platform that will be able to compound over time and can deliver you guys exponential results. Now, I'm not telling you to...
Not wrong about that. If you can actually make it in the algorithm, get out there, actually get seen by somebody, and get seen by multiple people, you don't even have to have that many subscribers. It's how many watch time do you got? How many ads were there, guy? And then next thing you know, you actually have some money in your pocket. And what'd you do? You talked. Or you did something. You built something. And then that gives you the freedom to do other things you actually want to do. Like, maybe actually go to the gym when you want to, perhaps. Maybe travel a little bit there, guy. It all depends on what you really want to do.
To go scorched earth and go flip off your boss tomorrow, quit your job with no backup plan, and just say, oh, I'm just going to start YouTube. No, that's not what I'm saying. Guys, let's be smart. Let's be pragmatic. Let's be logical, okay? But you can start to build that life raft now while you still have your full-time job. Guys, there's enough hours in the day to where you can put in a good focused 2 to 3 hours of work. After work, yes, I know you are mentally drained. You are mentally exhausted, and you might have other priorities. You might have other responsibilities. But it's like...
It'll be like some of the other YouTubes. Like, hey, look at that. On my way home, after work, I just stick a cell phone in my car, and I start complaining about today's or whatever is on my mind that day. That's not a bad way to start if that's what you need to do there, guy. The whole thing is you just have to start, and that's very hard, let me tell you what. A couple of months, I've been considering doing this, and now, hopefully I'm doing this. We'll see.
Do it or don't do it. You have a choice here. Shit or get off the pot. I really don't even know what that means. I just heard people say it all the time, and I'm glad I got to bring it out today. But, guys.
Sure to get off the pot. Well, that one's kind of easier, guy. It's simple. If you're in a stall, and you're just on your phone, scrolling YouTube, let's say example, or reading a newspaper like they used to do back in the day, well, someone else needs to shit. So either shit or get off the pot. Basically, if you're not using it, then get off of it, so someone else can use it.
You don't have to quit your job. You can start building on the side, and when your efforts start to come into fruition, that little life raft that you were building, well, guess what? It's now a canoe. And guess what? You keep building, it's going to turn into a boat. And guess what? After that, it's going to turn into an ocean liner. And guess what? After that, it'll be a fucking yacht. Okay?
Woohoo, yacht.
And
That's
then,
what I'm talking about there, guy.
when it's a yacht or a 5-story luxury Titanic, whatever, then you can decide if you want to quit your job and go live in your yacht. Guys, the goal isn't overnight freedom. It's just options. It's having options. YouTube itself, it's free to start. It's literally free to start uploading on this platform. The only barrier to entry is your time, which I know is very, very costly.
time equals money. That's why they pay you per hour. Crazy, I know. I'd rather have time than money, but then you'd be homeless, so that's how it goes, guy.
But you're not paying any upfront money.
But at the same time, he has a point. Like, if you start a YouTube, even if it's only like, I don't know, let's say 6 months from now you're making $100, that's $100 just talking or doing the thing you actually like to do and actually make some money off it there, guy. It's not like making a video game or something or writing a book where it's going to take a long time for you to see any profit. Like, this has potential that gives you a little profit right now. Well, not right now, but in a couple months, maybe a year. That's another reason why I started this YouTube channel. Another reason why I want to. It's because I came across so many small YouTube channels that they've been doing stuff for like 5, 3, almost 10 years, and they barely have anybody. It's not that their content's bad, it's just, well, it's overflooded by all the Yasmin Golds and the Penguins, and I don't know who else is really popular. I kind of stay away from all the popular stuff there, guy.
You don't need fancy gear. You don't need fancy cameras. You better invest in some good audio quality. But aside from that, all you need is 8 to 10 minutes of your time. Get on camera and start speaking about something that you love. Start speaking about something that you know. Start speaking about something that would annoy anybody else in your life that you had a conversation with them about it for 10 minutes. That's a good way to kind of gauge what you should be doing on YouTube. If one of your friends or family members, what's one conversation that that you can talk about for hours and hours that would annoy the crap out of them because they're like, I don't care. Stop talking to me about this. That's what you should start your YouTube for.
He has a point there. Find like-minded individuals. You may think the subject or the ideas you have in your head are kind of bonkers, maybe crazy, maybe a conspiracy theory guy or whatever. There's other people believe that stuff. There's other people might connect. That's why there's you in the YouTube. It's about you, and then you find other like-minded people like you to broadcast to. And then you build that small community. Maybe sometimes a big community. Just don't be one of those people that, hey, look at me, I got a shaker now. Go buy this shaker from this billion-dollar corporation there, guy. Because somehow my millions of views is not enough money, so at the end, it could just be greed. Don't become greedy. A lot of people are kind of turning away from that stuff there, guy. Do something you're passionate about.
When we talk about pure revenue opportunities, it's amazing. When we talk about pure revenue opportunities, guys, it's really unmatched here. And you don't have to wait, to get 50,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers to start selling something. You don't even have to wait till you hit the monetization threshold for the YouTube Partner Program, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I've seen very successful channels that have under 1,000 subscribers or in that benchmark of 1,000 to 3,000 subscribers that make...
Just please don't be one of those people, hey, come buy my course. I really... Those... It's like having Netflix or Disney, but yeah, you never watch Netflix or Disney. So why are you paying for it? And just a little tangent here, but like when you go put gas in your gas pump at the stations, it's like I don't want to watch an ad unless by me watching the ad actually makes my gas cheaper. And by that, I mean like actually cheaper. Like not just, hey, I'm gonna put gas in my car and it's one set price. But if I sit there and watch your ad, why don't you give me like, I don't know, 20% off? Because I'm watching your shitty crap. Anyway, sorry, that was a tangent. Let's continue.
A full-time income just by selling their skills to a very targeted, niched audience. You don't need to have like these crazy numbers. I know that scares a lot of people off. Like, there's really no money in it unless I get big on YouTube. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. All you need is a plan. All you need is a particular set of skills, as Liam Neeson would say in Taken. And you need to be able to sell yourself. You need to be able to, create a digital product that's going to help solve a problem. But keep in mind, guys, I'm not out here selling some type of fantasy. And in reality, most people won't blow up on YouTube. But
This is
YouTube
true there,
does
guy.
give normal people a shot at building something. But most people don't start because they think YouTube is cringe. They think they're too old for YouTube. They think they're too late for YouTube. They think there's no time. They have imposter syndrome. These are all topics I cover on my channel. You know, each specific one, so you can kind of watch those videos and get a sense of, no, you're not too old. No, you're not too cringe. No, you're not too late.
That's actually why I decided to make this channel. Is because of YT64 Studios. He was called something else before, I forgot what it was. But he has multiple channels. This is the only one I found by him, but he has other channels. But he's like, hey, just start doing YouTube. That's what you gotta do sometimes. You know, you just gotta start the thing. Like, how many times have you sat there and dwelled upon something and it never gets done? Well, instead of dwelling upon it, once you just start doing it, then it's over. You know, it's done. It's a good deal there, guy. Like, he also has a point there in one of his other videos, like, you have a cell phone, just grab that and start recording. Even if you only use the audio off of it, and then, like, I don't know, put some gameplay behind it. Someone like, you know, Polly Walnuts or somebody. You know, that's just an example, because that's the first thing that came to mind. Anyway, yeah, sorry.
No, you are not an imposter. Everybody on here is faking it. Everybody on here is delusional. Or you have to be delusional to win on YouTube. And guess what, guys? 5 years from now, it's going to pass anyway. So you can either start thinking about it or be 5 years into building something. I will have succeeded in this video if by the end you take one small step today. Now, that doesn't mean you have to create 100 videos,
Fingers crossed
put them
for me
all
there,
out,
guy.
schedule them ready to go.
Let's see if I upload this
That
thing.
could just mean you start a Gmail for your new brand that you're thinking about. And that's all you do. You just start the Gmail for it. And maybe you go over to YouTube and you hit that create channel button with your Gmail. That's it. That's a small step. Because I know this whole journey can seem daunting if you think about all the things you have to do. But if you just take one small step at a time, one video, one skill, one idea. Guess what the idea?
Skill could even be something like, by the way, he's not necessarily saying you have to be skilled, because I can see people getting turned away from that. Like, just, did you have a bad day at work or a good day at work? Just talk about that. Did you have a bad encounter with somebody today or something like that? Did you go to your local, I don't know, grocery store or gas station? There was like something funny you saw. You could talk about that and then lead off that. Because once you start talking into a camera, especially when there's no one's there, you just kind of find yourself rambling. And a lot of people just like to listen to rambling, believe it or not. I do. I like background noise. And that's a watch hour, you know? And I don't like everybody I listen to. Obviously. I mean, I'm sure you don't either. Like, there's some people you're like, hey, I like that guy. And then other people, and then you see another video by him, you're like, yeah, I really don't agree with that. That's fine, guy. It's just, if you really like somebody you like, and subscribe to him. Speaking of, if you wouldn't mind, liking and subscribing to YT64 Studios.
Idea for this video was, guys, rat race. Literally, I was going over footage, which I filmed for these videos, and I was like, in Pokemon Stadium, there's a literal rat race between the Rattatas. Yeah, I hope I'm saying his name right. Rattatas. And I was like, there's the video, right? So one video, one skill, one idea can turn into this. And maybe YouTube isn't the answer for everybody, you know, but building something of your own, I think that changes lives. And you don't have to escape the rat race overnight. Just start climbing out. Just like Batman
It's better to
from
try than
Batman,
never try at all.
The Dark Knight Rises, where he's climbing out of that well, right? What's the famous quote by Alfred? Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves back up, right? You're climbing out of that wall, you fall, that well, you fall. The next time you climb, you get a little further, you fall again. You climb again, you get even further, you fall again. But one of these days, guys, you're gonna make it out.
Ah, yeah, it's nice to see some of the crap I watch. No, but he has he has a good point there, and that was a fantastic video, by the way. Like, YT64 Studios, he makes a lot of videos talking about just YouTube. I think that's purely what he does on this particular channel. And he even puts like polls like, well, what's so hard about doing YouTube? Well, there was a poll not too long ago, and a lot of people, I think it was like 60% when I saw it, was like the hard part was just starting a YouTube, actually doing it, just kind of like what I'm doing here. I'm not doing any edits or anything else like that. This is just purely just, I mean, if you wanted AI slap, you could just go get the perfect thing. I actually kind of disagree with him at one point with the mic. As long as your mic doesn't sound completely horrible, that actually adds more authentic to you. And then throughout your journey, then you get a better mic. There's always somebody out there that watch your stuff, even if it's just one person. Anyway, if you like this whatsoever, and if you like what I hope to achieve here by shining light on smaller YouTubers, and we will be revisiting the same ones we watched over time. My goal is that once you reach 100,000K, then I will stop recording, or yeah, then I won't make a video about it, sorry. But anyway, if you did like this at all, I'm Liky Iky, and if you wouldn't mind, give me a little like, a little comment, maybe a little subscribe. Anyway, after all that being said, please go to the channel, like him, subscribe. Thank you for your time, and as always, that's all, guy. Bye.